Hello there. Welcome to another episode of Lovecraft AI. This is another one of our comedy episodes, so hopefully somebody will get a giggle out of this or maybe just find it a wee bit amusing. Uh, so, without any further ado, Call of the Schooner, a nautical obsession.
Call of the Schooner, a nautical obsession. It was with great anticipation and no small amount of nautical zeal that I took up the case of the Alert, a decrepit schooner tied to a series of peculiar events in the backwater port town of Newbury. The rumors of strange cargo and stranger crew might have unnerved a lesser man, but as a lifelong maritime enthusiast, I was enthralled not by the eldritch possibilities, but by the promise of getting a closer look at that fine, if dilapidated, vessel. The maritime marvel of Newbury. Arriving in Newbury, I found the townsfolk dour and unwelcoming, but this did little to dampen my excitement. They muttered about forbidden knowledge, ancient cults, and the sleeper beneath the waves. But I tuned out their dire warnings, for my eyes were fixed on the Alert, moored in the harbor like a ghost of nautical glory. She's a beauty, isn't she? I murmured to the dockhand, a scraggly man who looked as though he had never set foot on dry land. That's no ship for the likes of ye, stranger, he said, his eyes darting nervously toward the sea. The crew of the Alert worship things no man should know. And they say, yes, yes, I interrupted, waving a dismissive hand. But look at her rigging. Those lines are tauter than a miser's purse. And is that a gaff-rigged topsail? Simply stunning. The dockhand slunk away, muttering about fools who valued craftsmanship over survival. The cult and the clipper. My investigations inevitably led me to the esoteric order of maritime enthusiasts, a shadowy group of sailors and shipwrights who convened in a barn-like hall adorned with murals of ships navigating impossible seas. Have you seen her keel work? I asked one of the robed figures, gesturing toward the Alert. The man froze, his fish-like eyes bulging in apparent alarm. The keel of the Alert? You dare speak of the vessel that brought forth the Great One's sigils from Arlaia? Sigils, schmiggles, I said. I'm asking about craftsmanship here. Did you know her hull is reinforced with copper plating? That's rare for a schooner of her age. The cultist's face contorted, as though he couldn't decide whether to smite me or join me in a rousing discussion of marine engineering. A shocking revelation. As my obsession deepened, I managed to secure a place aboard the Alert during her next voyage. The crew, while surly and prone to chanting ominous hymns, clearly took great pride in their ship. I spent hours with the boatswain discussing the intricacies of reefing sails and adjusting ballast. One night, as the stars aligned in a pattern that seemed unnervingly deliberate, the crew gathered at the bow, chanting to something beneath the waves. I was too busy examining the ship's windlass mechanism to care. But then the sea erupted. A massive, tentacled form rose from the depths, its bulbous head glistening under the moonlight. The crew fell to their knees, wailing in ecstasy. I, however, frowned. That thing just fouled the anchor chain. A Cthulhu, an unwelcome obstacle. The creature, which I vaguely recognized as the subject of some old cultist prattle, reached a titanic limb toward the Alert. But before it could make contact, the ship suddenly lurched forward. The helmsman, screaming, "For the great boat!" rammed the schooner directly into the beast's head. The impact was catastrophic. Wood splintered, tentacles flailed, and the mighty Alert was reduced to flotsam. But my grief over the loss of such a fine vessel far outweighed my fear of the cosmic horror now bellowing in rage. The aftermath. Miraculously, I survived, clinging to a piece of driftwood as Cthulhu sank beneath the waves, grumbling something that sounded like bloody maritime nerds. The cultists, meanwhile, were devastated, not by the loss of their god, but by the state of the Alert. She deserved better, sobbed the first mate, cradling a fragment of the ship's wheel. We should have reinforced her prow, said another. A proper ram could have taken that thing's eye out. Reflections on Nautical Glory. Back on shore, I penned my account, not as a warning of cosmic horrors, but as a tribute to the brave ship and her impeccable design. The Alert may have been lost, but her legacy endures in the hearts of those who value fine craftsmanship and the open sea. As for Cthulhu, he remains in Arlaia, undoubtedly wary of schooners. Some say he shudders whenever he hears the creak of a wooden hull, and the stars above Arlaia seem a bit less eager to align. For truly, no eldritch terror can withstand the might of human ingenuity or the sheer audacity of a well-built boat.
Well, that was a goofy little tale that puts all the weight of the universe on boats for the great boat. As we charge towards Cthulhu. A little bit confusing, being as you got all these people who apparently have some worship for boats, and then there's this researcher who also likes boats, but in a different way. It's weird, and I can understand if people think this one is a little bit terrible, but I liked it. It was madness, and isn't that what we're looking for in Lovecraft? A little bit of madness. So I hope you enjoyed this story. Thank you for viewing, listening, and watching. This has been Joseph Arthur Roszell, always thankful. And I love you very much. Peace out and good luck.